Hey. Welcome back to another episode of Radio 22's Talk 22, the show hosted by me, your boy Mizzle to the Jizzle. We're back yet again, bringing you conversations that you want to talk about, and we bring it to you with none but the real. And we thank you coming back after the conversations that we had last time. We talked about some of the violence in hip hop and whatnot, and how Young Jeezy and Young Guap kind of showed us a little different light in how we can kind of maybe change the game in hip hop and maybe come together and make some bread, make some money instead of bringing the violence, And I think that's the direction that hip hop maybe needs to tend towards because we have so many youngsters in the game just getting locked up for no reason, dying for no reason. But you know, we appreciate those that came through and talked on that conversation. But we're gonna flip the script because I know y'all see the threads, y'all see it. The boy, we celebrating the holidays at this time. So season greetings from your boy Mizzle to the Jizzle on Radio 22. We want to say, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, uh, Feliz Navidad, hey, whatever you celebrate, we appreciate that. So we want to celebrate with you, and your boy's here to do that. But on that note, I want to talk about today, being that it's the season of giving and the holiday time. A lot of us are looking at getting gifts for people, and we look to share our hearts and do all that good, gushy stuff that people do around this time, and appreciating those that, appreciate you. So, when I look at that, a lot of times when it's gift giving time, some gifts are good, some aren't so good, and, we're not sure like what's the appropriate gifts these days to give out to people. It being a pandemic year, we just don't know how it should fold. But we're going to talk a little bit about it. And I got some of my heavy hitters, like I always do, on the line to kind of talk to me about it. Um, Out of the Milwaukee area, I got comedian Mo B. Mo B, can you say what's up to the people?
Yo, it's the demo, bro.
Yeah, we
Or I
appreciate you
guess
coming
the
through,
people.
joining the program. Also on the line, I got Radio 22's very own Jenny Jones from Jenny from the Beach. Can you say hello to the people?
I sure can. Happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you for joining the program.
I
And as
appreciate you having
well,
me.
we also have on the program Radio 22's very own Miss Sheena. Miss Sheena, can you say what's up to the people?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Man, thank you for coming back. We've seen Miss Sheena on a couple of these shows now. We appreciate her for floating through and
Anytime.
appreciate that. So, well, we're just gonna step right into it if we can. I'm gonna ask the first question. I'm gonna say ladies first, so I'm gonna start with Miss Sheena there. If we can ask, a lot of times when we talk about giving a gift to people, this people get into relationships, and we just started cuffing season back in what, October? It's cuffing season or so, you know, and a lot of these people just met, but the way I kind of look at it, like, how long should you know someone before you start getting them a gift?
I mean, we're gonna just keep it real simple and plain. If you know them well enough to sleep with them, you can get them a gift. Just saying.
Hmm. Mm,
I mean,
okay.
and that's it.
Okay.
Do that, you could get them a gift. So I expect that if that's what we're doing, you're gonna give me a gift.
Okay. But what if you just started talking?
Well, then no, no,
No.
no. For what? We haven't made it anywhere yet. We haven't done anything yet. We
I
have
mean,
not.
you just met on Christians.com, Christiansmeet.com or whatnot.
Yeah, farmers only.
Something like that. I mean, how
Um,
soon until you start buying them a gift for Christmas?
I would say until we get to that point where it's actually some kind of a relationship. But I mean, if we're just talking or casually dating, no, I'm not going to get you a Christmas gift.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna move over to the next lady on the line, Miss Jenny Jones. Jenny, coming from the California area, how
Yes.
soon do you feel like you should be buying some a gift or getting someone a
Oh,
gift?
this is. I'm going to have a lot of very unpopular opinions tonight. I usually do. I think if you have any question about whether or not you should buy someone a gift, the answer is it's too soon. Do not buy them a gift. If you're not in a relationship with the person, like boyfriend, girlfriend, you haven't gone steady yet,
Yeah.
then definitely I'm gonna get in hot water here. Definitely the guy should buy the girl a gift, but I don't feel like the girl is required to buy a gift. And I know that's a total double standard, and I wouldn't normally say something like that, but I do feel like you're still in the dating, courting stage of the relationship at that point.
Okay.
So if you're a woman and you're out there giving a guy a new Honda Civic and he is giving you movie tickets, you're gonna look, it's a little unbalanced.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So, Mo B, I need to know from you. How soon is too soon before you're willing to fly them out and send them a couple tickets to the show and what other gifts you might get them?
Whoa, let's just say for starters, why don't we start small? Fly them out. Wait a minute, that's a lot.
Right?
Okay, young lady, Honda Civic, that's a lot. I'm waiting on. I've never ever received anything title related other than boyfriend from a girl. So, but I don't know, man. It's like realistically, I mean, you should know at this point in our lives whether somebody is going to be worth something or not. But I do think that based off of how long you have been doing something is based off the size of the gift, if that would be the case. Somebody you just met, hey man, I've been on you a few weeks, Christmas come up, bow, here's a card for you, it's been 2-3 years, here's a bigger card, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just keep working your way up until you get something spectacular. I guess if that's the way it would be. I want to be fully vested before I invest something of grand gesture, if you would.
Oh,
So what's up?
At the 10-year mark, is that when you get them the big gas station card?
Yeah, girl, you know what I mean? I'm filling that whole tank up. What you mean? I love you, girl. I want you to make it home safe. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Okay.
with
Okay.
love.
So it might be too soon to get them red bottoms, huh?
Well, too soon? Whew. Okay, that's gonna be some commitment right there. Red bottoms, all right. All right. Even if I had the bread, I'm still like, red bottoms. Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay.
You can
fair
never
enough.
go wrong with like a thoughtful, like if it is too soon, you can always do a very thoughtful, specific to them thing that you discussed maybe on date 2.
Like a hug, for sure.
Ah,
Wow, perfect. I got plenty of those in the bank.
okay. Hey, I like it. That's slick because that's showing that you were thinking. All right. So I'm gonna go to the next question. Okay. So speaking of big spenders, I just need to know from you guys all. I'm gonna start with back to you, Moby. Is it tricking if you got it?
So really it's based off definition, right? So what is tricking really? When we said y'all tricking, man, we was probably broke at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie to you. If it's something that can be afforded, bro, I don't see it as tricking. But if you doing it knowing you finna get nothing out of it, then you trick it. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you don't know, like, I don't know if this girl like me, but I'm gonna get her front row tickets to the Knicks. For what? That's crazy. Like that to me, nah, you tricking, fam. But if you like, bro, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We already, take it to the Knicks one time, do that again. Like, you know what I mean? So it's different situation. So it really depends on where you at. But if you ain't 8 in 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying, and you got her some red bottoms or something, bro, you feel me? It's just like, come on, man, what are you doing? So yes and no, man. It really all depends because you can be rich and still getting out of it. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you tricking just because. But at the exact same time, if you can't afford it, it's just like you just playing, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to say, because what is
Okay.
tricking really, you know? So
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So I'm gonna ask Sheena.
What's
Sheena, I
up?
need to know from you. Is it tricking if you got it?
It ain't tricking if you got it. I mean, if you got it like that, spend it. I don't think it's tricking if you got. If it's coming in like that, then by all means spend it. You can't take it with you. What you gonna do with it?
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, all right. I'm gonna ask Jenny Jones here. If you have the money and you're spending the money on somebody, hoping to, wine and dine them, is it tricking? Which means basically spending cash to try to obtain something. If you got,
Okay.
if you basically have enough money, like if you are wealthy, is it really tricking? If I mean, you used to spending that type of cash?
I mean, I think it goes back to the relationship, truthfully, because if someone knows your how much money you have,
Mhm.
and if they know that it's like no big deal for you to get them the Honda Civic,
Okay.
then it's a different relationship. But if it's someone you just met and I don't necessarily think it's appropriate to talk about your stock portfolio when you start dating. Like I guess it just depends on the relationship.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. New on to the line. We just got the homie Craig Smith, comedian Craig Smith out of the Madison area. Can you say what's up to the people real quick, bro?
What's up, y'all? What's up? Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Thank
All
you for
right, that's
joining the
what's up. How everybody
program.
doing? Good to see y'all.
All right. So we're asking the question: is it tricking if you got it?
Um, nah, not really, I guess. I mean, it depends who it is.
What do you mean
And
by that?
like say stuff like even if you take like with Cardi B with the 88,000 thing and you flip it to like if I had the money, would I like buy my girl an $88,000 bag? Knowing that it's the investment that it is and all of that, or even knowing that it might even lose money like Jordans do, you know? If I got it and she worth it, then yeah, sure. Will I be doing that to every woman that I come across, even if I have it? No. But I would do it to the women that are worth it if I have it to spend. So then it comes down to whatever your budget is. If you can't afford the $88,000 bag, girl might have to settle for the coat. She might might have to get that
facts.
$200 coach bag and be happy with that. So it just depends on what your budget is and what tricking is, because honestly, if you got $100 to spend and survive off of, and you spend 20, 40 of it on your girl or a lady you trying to pursue, that might be tricking to you, and she might look at it like that ain't shit. So I
Yeah, just
guess
normal.
not in the grand scheme of things. No, it's not tricking if you got it.
That's basic to her, huh? Okay. Well, we want to know from you guys here at home. Do you agree? Is it tricking if you got it, or is it tricking even if you do got it? We need to know from you. Uh, so thank you for joining the chat, those of you at home. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question. I need to know from you guys when it comes to the kids. Uh, a lot of times people do so many things for their kids. I've seen, people do the elf on the shelf, people do the Santa Claus, they do, so many different things for their kids and stuff, to try to make their kids happy. But what I want to know from you guys is should kids get gifts from you and Santa? Or, you know, basically, should they just know daddy got you, mama got you? I'm gonna go to Miss Jenny. I'm gonna go start with you with that question.
I do not have children. So again, hot
Okay.
take. But I really think, and I can only speak for this year specifically, I
Mm-hmm.
think I think people this year have a great opportunity to teach their children about gratitude and about just about the reality of the world this year. And I would probably tell my children that Santa will not be coming because there's a global pandemic and he cannot spread the deadly virus. And just like you're not going to school because you don't want to kill your friends, he's not going to come here and bring us gifts.
Okay.
Hashtag why I don't have children.
Right.
Hashtag why you don't have kids. Okay. Fair enough. Uh, Mo B, I want to ask, they say, some people say, Santa don't come to their house. And that's what it is, you know. But mama
Yeah.
paid these bills. Uh,
Facts.
and I need to know, how do you feel when it comes to should kids get gifts from you and Santa, or how does that work?
I mean, it's both in my household. I mean, my kids know that, we go out and stuff. It's Santa everywhere. But just understand, Santa ain't put these hours in to get these gifts, man. So they know it's coming from me. Okay. Santa was not getting yelled at, woke up late, hungry sometimes, missed lunch. Like, you know what I mean? Santa ain't never had to punch in and walk past everybody late. Like, hey. Santa ain't never did that. So this coming from us. Like, you know what I'm saying? The kids got to know. But, the milk and cookies and all that, that's him. That's cool. He can have that. But, yeah, the tearing of the paper and all that joy, that's mine. Because I sweated for that. So, but they know for the most part.
Okay.
We both
Miss
live here.
Sheena,
What's up?
we saw you had the elf there. You
Yeah.
know, uh, you know, is that a thing that we do? I mean, do we go with the elf? Do we go with the all
My
the other
daughter
traditions?
be nuts with this Elf on the Shelf thing. Oh my! Last night I went to eat chocolate. Okay, this is my favorite for anybody who wants to buy me a gift for Christmas. So I go to open to eat some chocolate, and she stuffed the Elf on the Shelf in the chocolate bag.
Oh, not the Ghirardelli.
Man, but what? No, when it comes to the kids, so I'm different. I only buy my kids gifts on their birthday and Christmas. I don't buy anything else throughout the year, like at all. So when it comes to Christmas time, I definitely do show out and make sure that so every year our tradition is that you get to you write out your Christmas list and you get to pick 5 things. You get to pick 3 small things, 1 medium thing, and 1 big thing, and that's price wise, not size. So they write
Okay.
Christmas list and they're guaranteed to get 3 of their 5 items. And I always buy them like a bunch of extra stuff too, but they're guaranteed to get 3 of their 5 items. Usually it's whatever the big one was they get, and then the medium and 1 of the small things, and then like clothes or whatever random stuff. But
That's a good deal.
yeah, so I mean, I feel like it's hard to shop for kids nowadays because these kids, they pretty much have it all. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I need them to write the list to be very specific on, like last year my son asked for a dictionary, but he wanted a special edition.
Wow.
So I would not have known that he wanted a particular edition if he had not written out the list to me.
Okay.
So, that's just how we do it in my house, but yeah.
I like that. Dictionary. Okay. All
He
right.
reads
So I'm gonna ask the last question here. I'm gonna go to you next, Craig. I need to know from you also. Should kids get gifts from you and Santa, or Santa don't pay your bills?
Well, like Jenny, I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about this type of thing.
Okay.
But the kids that I do, I gifts for the very chosen few. They better know that it's from me, because just like you hit on, just like Mo B said, Santa didn't do none of the shit I did all year. You credit. And also, that is how my parents raised me. I never even got to believe in Santa. My dad would never let me think that a white man bought some gifts for me. He wouldn't let me. So, yeah, nah. Kids do not need to be lied to.
Facts.
Okay. Okay, facts. All right, so on that same topic, I want to ask you guys, are kids these days just spoiled? Or do you feel like this is just the way the generation is right now? I'm going to go back to you, Craig. What do you feel on that?
Spoiled. Now, you talking to a 36-year-old, so I'm old technically. And if you let me tell it, yes, they spoiled because I didn't have none of this stuff when I was a kid. So they got way too much access. They get way too much freely, and it spoils them to appreciation in the most part. They don't appreciate the smaller things because, they don't appreciate waiting. They don't appreciate not having because they got access to everything. But I mean, on the flip side of that, can you be mad at them for taking advantage of the times that they live in? Like the internet came out when I was a kid and I started having the ball. So it's just me on the outside looking in, and it's also a little bit of jealousy that they got so many more years to enjoy this than I do. So
right.
Jax. Yep. Okay, so Jenny, I'm gonna ask from you. Back in my day, like he said, I'm a little older too. I couldn't just get no iPad just because, we weren't going to Chuck E. Cheese just because, we weren't like I think Shinat said, if it's your birthday or if it's Christmas, then you might get spoiled. And even then, you might get like one thing you like or something like that. It's not like she said, like 4 or 5 different things, Do you feel like kids these days are just spoiled?
I think Craig and I should definitely have a parenting show because clearly we would ace it. But I can only speak from looking at the kids I know, and I think that truthfully, the kids who are very grateful and gracious and would not expect a billion gifts or whatever, it's typically because their parents are that way. And I'm not saying that parents are to blame for everything that happens in everyone's life, but I do see a direct correlation between really dissatisfied adults who feel a sense of artificial lack in general in their life. They are the people on social media who are coveting things on there or always need to be buying the newest thing or the latest thing. Their kids need the latest thing too, versus the rest of my friends who aren't even on social media. Their kids don't know to want those things or to expect those things. And I think with social media, one thing we didn't have was they have this belief in their head that everybody has the same amount of money or access to the same amount of money. So when they see celebrity kids being handed Mercedes to drive around in, they think that that's attainable for them. Very young, they are brainwashed to think these things are attainable, and they're not. And again, I think it just depends on the family, but I think a lot of kids, it's not their fault that they're living in a society where we're all conditioned to want and to define ourselves by the things we have and wear and own. So I don't think it's kids' fault they want these things. I think it's the parents' job to protect them from the lack of reality.
Okay. Unrealistic want.
Yeah.
Okay, I dig that. Mo B, I wanted the Power Ranger. I wanted the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
I wanted all of them. Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael.
Yeah, you wanted them, bro. You know the names of everyone, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Mom said that wasn't a realistic idea for me. So
not all 4.
No, you might get one.
You gotta get one of them.
Yeah. He just got to hold his own.
Exactly. Oh, bro, wait till the brothers get there, which is never. But I hear you though. They never show up in that household, boy.
You know, but our kids these days are spoiled.
So I can't say that they spoiled. I would say that lack of knowledge is super big. Only because, and I'm not saying that, it's cool to have, the pandemic that we have going on. But as a kid, man, like the biggest thing we always prayed for was like, bro, if we could just get out of school early, if it just shut down, yada, yada, yada. Man, bro, if weed was legal, dude, they got all of that in a year. Listen, bro, my whole life, I was like, please, just please, 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 weed be legal, school be out. Never. Bro, never. They got it in 6 months. Like, do you know how? And then they still like, I can't believe we got to go to school 2 days. 2 days, bro. I remember one time I couldn't see the school bus to get on, and I still had to make it to school. They didn't cancel. We was delayed an hour. Bro, do you understand now? If your kids sneeze, they gonna shut down 6 square blocks. For what?
Yeah.
For what? Like,
the
so
pandemic is real.
I'm not saying that they spoil. I just think that they don't know what they got and they fumbling it is what I'm saying. Like, bro, stop complaining and enjoy it, bro. Because when I was a kid, man, pandemic, please. Boy, if you had polio, you still had to walk. That's crazy. Like, in real life, man, like, nah. So, oh, my bad, bro. It was real. It was real.
Oh,
Okay, I hear you on that. All right, so I want to go back to you, Mo B. I want to ask, should you have to buy gifts to kid if they ain't your kids?
Okay, so that's a it depends. Like, is that a broad statement? Like anybody's kids or like somebody you like?
If you talking to her, but they ain't your kids, should you have to buy a gift?
All right, so I'll put it to you like this: based off the amount of children, yes or no. So if you got one, bro, I can get a Power Ranger. You know what I mean? What I'm not trying to buy is a fleet of Rangers. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like, again, I don't want to get all the turtles, bro. I can do one. If you want one, I can do one. But you got 6, I can't be. They ain't never had turtle twins, none of that. So I ain't. I buy something we can play with together. Like when I come over, I bring it with me. Like, you know what I mean? And then it'd be both eyes just at my house kind of deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I guess really it all depends on, how long you've known them and if it's that kind of relationship. But if it's just somebody I just met, I'm not finna buy your kid something for Christmas. I mean, he should be good, right? Like at that point in time, we just getting out here. The relationship, we just starting. I don't know how long y'all been broke up. I'm pretty sure toys should still be on the menu with his dad and all that. So I don't know.
True. Very true. All right. So, Jenny, I want to ask you, if you just met the guy, or not even you met the guy, maybe you've been talking to the guy for quite a while now. And here comes Christmas time. You met him back in January. Here comes Christmas time. Is it up to you to get his kids some gifts?
I think it depends on 2 things. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit nicer about it. Maybe. If you've met the kids, right? If you've met the kids and they know you and they perceive you as like someone that they would be left alone with, right? Like you actually babysit the kids or take them to a movie or, you're involved in their life, then I think you probably need to get them a gift because you're actually like having a relationship with the kid. If you've never met the kid or you're just meeting the kid, I say probably not, because it could be perceived as like some sort of bribe. And kids are smart these days. They watch these movies that like break it all down for them. Everything breaks it down for them. So if you're a kid and you're already like mad that mom or dad's dating someone and then they buy you something, like kids are smart. They'll know that they're being bribed. They will. and then they'll just not like you. So you're almost like better off just like steering clear of the holiday thing altogether if you're not really in their life already. Just saying. That's my opinion. I don't know.
Okay. Craig, I'll ask you the same question. Hello.
Look, yeah. I'm here. Y'all can hear me, right?
Okay.
Yeah. All
right.
Cool. You be having me panicking. I'm like, did I do something? I don't know.
I think my screen just went out for a sec. But okay, if you can hear me all right, okay. There you go. My screen froze for a second. Do you feel like, we all seen the movie Don't Be a Menace while drinking juice in the hood or whatever it's called? If they ain't your kids, do you feel like it's up to you to go ahead and throw out a couple gifts?
Like Jenny was saying, it's very specific situations, and it's a lot that's involved in that, because if you've been dealing with this person for a while, if you met the kids and the kids have a rapport with you, and I like the way you said it, Jenny, if they perceive themselves to be safe around you alone,
facts,
you might be able to buy them something, and it's okay. In some situations, you never even meet the kids, and when in that situation, it's a little weird if you buy the kids something for Christmas. So you just gotta. That's just a very delicate situation when you are making that choice. But also, I want to say, if the kids have a birthday close to Christmas and you have that rapport that y'all, excuse me, that y'all cool, and you do buy him something for his birthday, you do not have to buy him nothing for Christmas, especially if his dad is still involved in his life. Because that's and then on a real note, as a man, if his dad is still involved in his life, you have to take that into consideration, because you don't want to, in any sense of the word, make it seem like no matter what your intentions are, that you're competing with his dad. Or if you don't, especially if you never met his dad, because you might not. It's just so much stuff. If you met his dad, it's cool, but it's not. You don't want to be too much. If you haven't met his dad, you damn near don't even want to let him know you bought his son nothing.
Right.
So it's
right.
It's just a lot of weird stuff. But like, to wrap it up, like Jenny was saying, if you got a rapport and if you know the kid, you can buy them something, and it should be safe. It should be fine.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna get off the topic of the kids. We're gonna move on in the relationship. After you've been dating a while and you get married or whatnot, I want to ask, we look at in married situations, a lot of times when you're married, what is his is hers, what hers is his, My question to the panel is, I'm going to start with you, Moby.
All right.
Should you have to, if they're your spouse, should you have to get them a gift?
Your spouse?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay, so here's like y'all married, not like playing house, right? Like,
no, like you guys share the same bank account. So basically, if she buying you a gift, you bought yourself a gift.
Okay, so coming from a guy that has a spouse, I'm gonna put it to you like this: it's really based off of y'all understanding, man. Because let's just say, if in your household it's like, hey, look, girl, we just went to Hawaii a month ago. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is not happening this year. You know what I mean? We will have dinner, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? So as long as y'all have an understanding that, nah, we ain't doing that. Then, but just based off of generalizing it, yeah, bro, you should definitely get your spouse something, as long as that's like a holiday that they believe in, because not everybody celebrates Christmas or believes in giving gifts. I know of plenty of adults that refuse to give other adults gifts ever. Like, I would never buy an adult a gift. You grown, whatever you need, I can't get for you, you can get for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I understand that logic as well. So realistically speaking, whoever that marries that person probably won't get a Christmas gift. You know what I mean? But I personally would definitely get my spouse something. Unless, like I said, you have an understanding that, nah, that's not what we own. So.
Okay. Jenny, I want to go to you. I mean, if you guys share bank accounts, does it matter that if you get them a gift or not?
I mean, again, I think it goes back to what Moby was saying, which is it really depends on what your culture of like gift giving is in general. Because I know a lot of adults who like don't even send birthday cards or give birthday cards. I come from a family where birthdays just aren't a thing, just not a thing, you know? So like sometimes like, you know, I'll get a gift from someone and it'll shock me as an adult or not, you know, like I like pleasantly surprised, like, oh, you bought me something. And like, it's not that I don't give gifts. It's just that like, I think it depends on the couple. And I really think it also depends on the financial situation because you two may decide to buy a new TV for your house, or you may decide to, you know, spend money on a nice dinner or vacation or something together. But I go back to my original thing with dating, which is you can always buy someone a thoughtful gift that's not super expensive. So even if you're like, we're not doing Christmas, I still think you can figure out something to give the person that doesn't like wreck your bank account. You know, like you can always like give someone a nice thing that was like a memory that you two had that year. You can always like get them some sort of special picture or ornament or something to like commemorate the year that you're in. That's not like $1 billion. So I think you can still be thoughtful. And even if you say like, we're not doing Christmas, you could still be like nice.
Okay. Craig, I want to ask you the same question. You know, when what's his is hers, and what's hers is also hers. You know, what I want to know is if y'all sharing bank accounts or whatnot, is it really up to you to really get a gift for that person? I mean, is that really even a gift?
Yeah, it's up to you. It's still a gift. It's a requirement. If you want your significant other to be happy, especially if she's a woman, yes,
Okay.
you're gonna have to get her something and buy her a gift. In my experience, I've never been able to pull off because I don't really celebrate holidays like that. Like I'm not that big and on holidays or gifts or anything like that. And also, also like if I don't get a gift, I'm not that mad either. Like
I think we lost him.
something.
There you go.
He's like, whatever. I just didn't get something, you know, whatever. Now I do fucking appreciate it. I'm happy as fuck when I get something. I'm surprised. I'm shocked, and I love it. But I'm always not expecting it because I'm a terrible gift giver as it is. You gotta tell me what you want. So tell me what you want. Give me some idea, and I'll go do that. And you know, I'll listen to that way. That's the best way you're gonna get what you want. I may listen and remember something, but just I smoke a lot. I might forget. So just tell me what you want and I'll go pick it up. But as far as is it a requirement? Yeah. Like, you gotta your significant other. I don't care who bank account is coming from. I don't care if you gotta borrow. I don't care if it's coming from a joint account. Buy me something, make it thoughtful, and you know, like and buy me. It ain't gotta be no jewelry, no $100, $200 something. You know, like Jenny said, if it's you know, thoughtful. You notice that I lost the fucking belt to my robe and I had this for a year and I've been complaining about it, and then you bought me a new robe. Like that type of shit. Like, you know, something like that could be just as dope as a fucking bracelet.
Okay. Facts. So if you got to put on layaway, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. I ain't ashamed, man. I ain't ashamed.
Okay. Whatever you got to do. All right. Well, we appreciate that. All right. So that kind of leads to another question, though, and that is, when it comes to being in a relationship with your significant other, can sex be used as a gift or not? I'm gonna go right back to you, Craig.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it depends on the sex. If it's new sex, then yes, new sex is a gift. If you do something new, something different, that I like, that we've been talking about, I've been asking you for, I mean, threesomes are always great gifts. Just that's for all the wives and ladies out there. Like if y'all you running out of ideas and you thinking, what can I get my man to show that I love him the most out of everybody? A threesome. That's what he wants. But if you can't do that, then just do the thing that he asked you to do that you always said that you wouldn't do, that
Wow.
you're willing to do. That's very important. So if you find the medium in between those three things, that's a great sex gift. If you just giving me the same sex that I had the week before that I had for my birthday, then that's not a gift.
A re-gift.
He's doing the re-gift.
You just said re-gift.
Okay. Okay.
For real.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go to the lady of the house today, Jenny. I want to know from you.
Well, Ross, who's listening, says yes. Ross, who's listening, says yes. I think it's the weirdest gift ever, but if that's look, to each his own. I think it's a very strange gift, but I guess if you're broke and you forgot to go shopping, I don't know. Maybe that's a. It seems like one of those things that, like, if that was your plan all along, I got nothing. I really. I mean, to each his own. To each his own.
That's definitely your plan all along. If you going with sex, you didn't intend to buy me anything.
That's what I mean.
You never thought about buying me a gift.
Oh my God.
That's what it feels like. It's like, oh, by the way, look what I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So you forgot to go.
Guys can never do that, by the way. Guys can never be like, oh yeah, I got you this for Christmas. Nah.
Ha, never.
No.
Never want that again, man.
Wow.
Oh God, bro, that's funny.
Okay. On that same line, I want to ask Mo B. You know, Kevin Hart just had a comedy special where he kind of touched on this, where he was saying, you know, his lady told him, you know, you haven't been serving it to me in the way that you once did, you know,
Right.
and he's like, you know, you got to understand, I'm on the road. I'm making money. I'm doing different things, different movies I'm shooting and whatnot, you know. And she's like, but I still need what I need, you know. And he's like, okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the good on the 8th. Or I'll give it to you one day out of the month. You pick the month and the day. And she said the 8th. And he said, okay, the 8th every month is when I'm going to give you that good, you know?
Yep.
And so he said, it came to be the 8th, and he gave her that good. And she loved it. So then came the 9th, and she crept in his office and said, honey, I want some of that 8th D. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So he said, hey, that was for the 8th.
Right.
But my question to you is it a gift to give some of that 8th D?
All right, so I mean, yeah, it really all depends, man. If you know, semi doing it the rest of the year, and you want to get that gift or something crazy, then yeah. I mean, use the logic of the Olympics only happens every 4 years. You know what I mean? That's when the greats show out. You know, every 4 years, it's when the greats show out, right? So realistically speaking, if I'm training for 3 years, right? That fourth year, I'm gonna show out. Like, so I don't. So I mean, it definitely could be a gift if you know. But like Craig said, bro, what do you get a man who has everything? You know what I mean? So choices, bro. Men like choices. It doesn't matter what it is. Steak or chicken. Come on, give me a choice. You understand what I'm saying? So, like something. But I mean, I don't think that sex can really be a gift, bro. Unless, like you said, unless you bring in something totally different and spectacular. To you're like, oh, okay, you really did a number this year, so you just gonna jump off a skyscraper? Okay, like it has to be something above and beyond, bro. Because generally that's what ends a perfect evening for the most part, or begins one, depending on what your preference is or what you're into. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it could be given, as a gift. But I mean, if you want to like do that as part of a gift, like and click appreciate you, then
Like
I
it
think
involves a plane ride or something.
like I think it'll be a good a good booster to the gift, like like a good gift booster. Like you done passed out and you finna wake up to bye, here you go, hey, also I got a card. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good booster, but I don't think it'd be a great gift unless like Craig said, it's something crazy and off the wall and out of the normal. You know what I mean? So you only, like you said, bro, you only go to Chuck E. Cheese once. So, it better be cheese on my pizza.
Yeah. Only on the 8th.
Only on the 8th. Olympics every 4 years, bro.
Right. 4 years. And shout out to our listener Ross that said he'll take the re-gift.
Bro.
To each his own.
A lot of us would, man.
Appreciate that.
I don't know many that ever. Nah, I couldn't.
Okay, so that being said, I want to ask, and I'm going to go back to you, Jenny. Should spending money on someone equate to some type of return?
Never.
Never.
I personally believe that anything you give or do for anyone should be done and given freely without expectation of return. And that's how I try to live my life in general. And that goes for gifts, it goes for cards. But when you have that attitude, you sort of realize that that's not everybody's attitude, because people will give you things and then be like, did my gift get lost in the mail? And I'm like, no, I didn't feel like giving you something, or, I didn't send you anything, but I think that to expect anything in return is it's setting yourself up for like really bad relationships in general.
Okay.
And maybe some heartache too,
Facts.
You just need to give.
Okay. Craig Smith, we want to ask from you, if you flying them out, you whining and dining, you doing all that you can to, show out for the lady, should you be expecting anything in return when spending money on someone?
Nah, I don't think so, man. You don't expect anything unless you know that you're paying for that. You don't expect that. So when you ask a woman out and she agrees to go out with you, that's what she agreed to do. She agreed to go out with you, spend time with you, and that's what you paying for as far as that goes. Now, if you feel like you deserve something or whatever, or she not, then that's your choice to stop spending money. Stop taking her out, stop asking her out. She not liking you like that, whatever, you take that L the way you take it. But as far as expecting something from going out with somebody, expecting something from paying, for whatever you pay for, that's from you, unless it's act of you, which is different. Even I still don't think you owe nothing, but it is a little bit to like, why did you do it? If you didn't have it, didn't want to, whatever the case. Like, so I guess, yeah, all in all, anytime you fucking doing something, you should be doing it or you should understand rather, even if you're not doing it out of kindness of your heart, you should understand that you're doing this of your own volition and no one is making you give up this money, said time, whatever you're doing. And it's on you to deem your time is worth whatever it's worth, or your money is worth whatever it's worth, and you use it wisely. So,
okay. Mo B, I'm gonna ask you the same question. If we're looking at it, you just got them the red bottoms. You got them the red bottoms. You just copped that new Jag for her. And she love it. Now, should she not show you that love back?
Nah. So I mean, I definitely don't feel that. You know, if you're doing something again, that's something that you wanted to do, and that's just a gesture that you wanted to make. I don't think that anybody should ever have to give you something in return for you to give something, if you would. That's kind of superficial, in my opinion. But at the same time, playing devil's advocate, um, if you giving like some crazy, like, I don't know, you keep bringing up like flying them out. Now, if I'm
I did.
somewhere and I gotta fly somebody out, it's not that I'm expecting something in return, but I'd be like, damn, if like it was like, nah, you know what I mean? So crazy. But again, I don't expect to fly anybody out. But just to play devil's advocate, somebody somewhere is gonna feel like we've all seen some type of, let's just say, artist who was like, nah, I never bring it out here again, man. I brought it out. Nothing, bro. Nothing. Like, I hear you, but that was your choice to fly her out. I mean, if she went left or right, that's her decision. You know what I'm saying? So, but people will still feel, entitled to be like, well, bro, I paid like 900 for that. And I just, again,
Yeah.
that's your fault. But at the same time, like I said, playing devil's advocate, yeah, some people could feel, yeah, that's crazy, bro. And they would want to expect something, but me personally, nah. If I'm gonna do something for you, I'm doing it for you because I want to do it. Nobody's twisting my arm or because I'm expecting a return from it.
Could be a little butt hurt over that.
Yeah, facts. Flying them out, bro. Next game, come on. Ooh, that's...
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that just GP anyway. Y'all should have a very good rapport with each other before you start buying Jags and
Okay, so that goes up to my next question. I'm gonna go back to you, Moby. Should you accept a gift if you're not really feeling that person?
Okay, so it really depends on the situation and how the gesture is given. Now, I don't, if it's some like thin line between love and hate type, I'm gonna have to pass, hard pass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that limo ride ain't worth my house being burnt down. You know what I mean? But if it's just like, yeah, I see you down, bro, and my dad's a millionaire, and I just wanted to bless you with a vehicle real quick. Am I gonna turn it down? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? But just based off what's attached to it is the situation. So you're gonna have to use your own discretion there, is what I'm saying. So because sometimes oh yeah, man, she got me a car, man, and you're gonna be incarcerated for the next 30 years in a relationship, not like actually in prison. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you really don't want to be like, oh, I can't call you off this phone because she got me this phone. So I'm gonna have to meet up with you. Like, why are you scheduling dates with your people? Like, you only get out every Wednesday. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it really all depends, man, in my opinion. What comes with said gift is the situation. So if you can accept it and still be you, then cool. But if it's like a Rumpelstiltskin, guess my name situation, nah, I'm not. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Okay. Craig Smith, should you take a gift from somebody you ain't feeling?
I don't even like accepting gifts at all. Like, because like I said, I don't really celebrate holidays. I'm not the best gift giver. So I don't really be giving out gifts like that. And I don't expect any in return, because if you do get me a gift now, I have to buy you one. And it's gonna turn me into one of these Christmas celebrators. Like, I don't want to have to like do that. But if it's somebody that, let's just say, wants to get me a gift and they just want to do it because that's what they do, and that they feel like I feel, if I do something for you, I just want to do it and I want to give to you, and they doing way better than I am in life, and I know they can afford it, I'm taking the gift. If it's somebody that's on the same level as me, which is, let's just be honest, struggling like everybody else, then I'm either gonna I have to give a gift back, or do the same thing. I just can't accept the gift and not give one back. Like, I'm also, while I don't want to give a gift, I don't want to accept the gift because I have to give a gift. I'm not gonna be a scumbag and just take a gift and not fucking give somebody one, So I
Okay.
guess that would be my dilemma. If I do accept the gift, now I have to buy this person something, and I don't want to get into that thing with every single person I know as an adult.
Hmm.
So I'm
Okay.
probably not. Yeah, I don't like gifts,
You don't
man.
want that obligation. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So Jenny, I want to ask you that same question. You know, if there's a person that you really don't care for, male or female, and they're giving you a gift for Christmas or whatnot, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrating, uh, do you accept that gift knowing you don't really feel that person at all?
I mean, Craig just gave me like an anxiety attack over here because he was like, he was saying like, someone gives you a gift and then you have to buy them a gift, and like the whole thing just stresses me out, which is probably why I try to avoid all of it. But like, I think like one of the most challenging things that Craig was alluding to was like, if someone buys you a gift and you don't forget about like romance or relationships or whatever, just like a
Mhm.
human being buys you something and you don't
Sure.
have that connection to them,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, of course I'm going to accept the gift because they spent money and they thought about me, and it's very flattering and nice they thought about me. And so I'm going to graciously accept it because it's very offensive to turn down someone's gift that they, you don't say, don't give me that. But the hardest part about that moment is then you're going, wow, we have such different like conceptions of where we're at in this friendship, co-workership. Like a coworker buying you something is like, oh God, I don't even like that
Right.
and then it's like, and then you're just like stressed out because you're like, I don't even buy gifts for people I like. And now I'm going shopping for this person who I don't even know. Like maybe I
Mhm.
don't even know them that well. And so that's like, I find that in those circumstances, it's best to always accept people's gifts. Don't turn down gifts. You're blocking blessings. There's a million and one reasons I can tell you to not turn down the gift. But like
Right.
Craig, who I see is already having a panic attack too, and we're going, oh my gosh, thank you, I love this thing, and we're like running around Target or wherever, and we're just like, is this card too big? Does that think now we're best friends if I buy you this? Do I get you best friend necklaces now? Are we friends now? Like it's, but then I think it's always, this is just a side note, I think it's always good to have like a back stock of gifts that are appropriate for all. Candles, what,
Okay.
because if you give them a thoughtful gift in return and maybe a nice message, you're showing that like, I care about you too, I appreciate you too, but I'm not going to keep courting this relationship in the same way that you are.
Oh,
I
fair.
But
think
I care about you.
a candle is a good throwaway gift.
Not throwaway. No, I'm not saying buy
Facts.
insincere gifts.
Good
Like,
old vanilla bean.
this is how I shop. I buy stuff I want. I just buy stuff I want, and then I give it to someone else.
No, it's like if somebody gave me I'm never gonna buy me a candle. But if somebody I work with gave me a candle, like, here you go, Craig, Merry Christmas, I'm like, you know what? I'll be smoking in the room. I'm gonna light this candle one day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna use it.
I just love a candle.
One of them gifts. Yeah, it's one of them gifts.
Hey, I got nothing but love for candles, so I ain't mad at it. All right, so on to the last
Great.
question here. I'm gonna go right back to you, Jenny. When like you said, not even anybody you're in a relationship with. This is your home girl, your people, your close friend that you care for. Is it weird to buy your homie a big expensive gift?
No. I mean, I think if you see something, this is how truthfully, this is how my gift giving works. I see something for someone and I'm like, wow, they would love this thing, whatever this cup is. They would love this cup, but I see it in September or November or whatever, I'll buy that person a cup. But maybe like there's 10 people that should be on my gift giving list in front of that cup that don't get presents, right? So there's no rhyme or reason to this. It's just that one thing really spoke to me about that for that person. So say like my girlfriend, has been eyeing this thing online all year. She keeps talking about this bracelet or something, something that's a little bit more elaborate.
Mhm.
Like I would probably buy that person that thing, like my good friend, I'd buy them that thing. And then maybe other people aren't getting gifts because of that purchase. But that's like, but in my mind, I'm just like, well, I'll get them on their birthday, or I'll get them, like I'll get them on Valentine's Day. I'll send something, or, like I look at it as gift giving as like a fluid process that sort of happens year round.
Like one person or how.
So get it back on the return. Okay. So Craig Smith, we just saw a situation just recently. The homie James Harden was celebrating the birthday of the homie Lil Baby, and he was out celebrating that. He did get in a little trouble for doing that, but he spent quite a bit of change getting his homie, quite a few expensive gifts, almost like you would take out like a lady or whatnot. Is it just a little strange to buy that for your homie? All these expensive bags and shoes and different stuff?
Well, it's 2-part answer to that. One, with addressing James Harden and Lil Baby and them rich dudes, man. I don't get in rich dudes' business. It's a whole different tax bracket.
Right.
That 100,000 and whatever he gave to him would have been like me giving my brother $100. Like, it's nothing to them. So with that being said, expensive depends on what you would call expensive. Would I buy, if I come across a PS5, would I buy it for my brother or my friend or my homie? No. But if it's his birthday and I got it and I can give him $100 in a card or something, or, whatever he, maybe not no shoes or no Jordans, because that's a little weird. But I guess the only expensive thing you could pass off is money, but it's still like, how much? Like, I'm not gonna go broke. I'm not gonna be like, man, I gotta get my guy. I'm making the money I'm making now and be like, well, I gotta get my guy 500 for his birthday, but I'm gonna go broke. That's like, no, that's half my rent damn near. No, like I can't do that. But so it's a little weird for me. But you also talking to somebody who don't buy especially my guy friend, nothing. Like it's not even a thought. Like, to think about it, no, you better be lucky I remember to text you happy birthday on the day. Buy you a gift? Get out of here. No, bro.
Oh, okay.
Craig and I can be friends. We'll just never buy each other anything. We're friends now.
That sounds like it.
Wow.
Mo B, you get the last word on this one. We looked at a situation, the homie Kanye West, he coming out with this new like truck tank off-roading machine that he came out with. And just recently they reported this on TMZ. And I guess he went out and gifted it out to quite a bit of his friends. He got it for the homie 2 Chainz for his birthday, and he just gave it to Chris Brown for just no reason. He said, you my friend, and I want to give you this big, bizarre gift, that costs like $300,000 or so. Is it weird to just get these type of gifts for your homie?
I mean, for starters, anything coming from Kanye, I think, might be a little weird. Just in general, just because it's Ye, you know what I mean? He'll give you a camo and be like, you appreciate this, right? Not really, Ye. I don't know what this is. I got a video coming up. Just hold it down till I call on you. Like, that's some Ye shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But realistically speaking, though, I mean, again, these dudes is playing with like piles of money like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not. I don't even think. Okay, so I remember I was watching a video of Lil Wayne or whatever, and he was like, "I don't really give gifts, or I don't really remember the kind of gifts that I get." He was like, because some of my friends give expensive gifts. He was like Drake gives expensive gifts. Like the house I'm living in, I think, was bought by Drake. That's that. What do you mean? Like all of it? Not like a down payment on it? Like you have? Like like he bought the whole thing? Like, but
right.
Again, different game. Me, house boy, I argue with my friend over buying snacks at the movie theater. I'm not gonna get you M&Ms for $5. Is you crazy? So I mean, I don't really get my homies gifts, so I understand, and we all have that understanding though. Like, bruh, come on, man. Yeah, I'm not finna you, bruh. Come on, So I don't think, but again, at the same time, if it's somebody who been down forever and that's been your day one since whatever, out the bed, and you come into something and you want to look out, then yeah. But overall, nah, you gonna have to get it like I got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So other than that, I mean, like, not really. But again, these dudes is playing with, piles of cash. So it's like,
Yeah.
I need a tax write-off. I'm gonna give away 6 jets. Like, I can't, not me. You know what I mean?
And like you said, man, Mo, when you come up, it's different. Like, there's been times I came across when Xboxes, the first ones was hot, and they came out. I worked at the video game store. Came across one, hit my cousin up. Hey, come grab this. Like, blah, blah, blah. PS4s was out. My guy came into some money. He grabbed me one. Like, when you come up, you just look out. And that's what I look at, like, with James Harden and them. They life is a come up. When you make $50 million a year, man, everything's a come up. Like, just here. That's just how it goes.
Facts.
Yeah, it's just different. Well, I thank you guys for joining the program today. This has been our time. I want to give you guys an opportunity to kind of let the people know what you've been working on, and also where they can find you. I'm going to start with Jenny, ladies first. You let them know where you're coming from?
Yeah, so I am Jenny Jones. I'm here in Santa Monica, California. Happy holidays to everyone. I host the weekly radio show Jenny from the Beach, where I feature a lot of West Coast hip hop artists, but I also tend to hop all over the world with it. And I also myself am a recording artist, so I'm working on an album and should be done soon, COVID depending. But if you're ever in Los Angeles, hit me up. There's always live shows. I'm always out at live shows, either hosting or performing, and much love to everyone out there.
That's what's up. We thank you for joining the program, Jenny.
Thanks for having me. It's been a joy. I feel like I made some new friends, and I don't feel obligated to buy any of you gifts ever. It's great.
Well, appreciate that. From Jenny from the Beach, one of Radio 22's program. Check that out when you get a chance. Also on the line, we got the homie Mo B, comedian Mo B. Let the people know where they can find you.
They can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or wherever the nearest stage is once COVID ends, man. Because, man, I'm telling you, man, it's rough out here in these streets. But, always funny, man. Always ready to, make the funny happen. So Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, it's all there.
We appreciate you for joining the program as well. Last but not least, we got comedian Craig Smith. You let the people know where they can find you.
Oh, man. Really right now, Nobody Cares podcast, which is on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere you can find it. And also on the Radio 22 website. We also show up every Wednesday night, I believe at 10 o'clock for the hour. We got an hour block, and then we everywhere else on Thursday, the actual podcast or the entire podcast get released. That's called Radio 22 Nobody Cares. If you search for that, you'll be able to find it wherever you look for podcasts at. And like Mo said, man, stages are very scarce these days. So right now, that's all I really got as far as an outlet. Instagram is Craig Smith Comedy. You know what? I do music. Music is there too. I got albums out on Spotify and all of that. I rap. I'm pretty good. Some people would say. Just
Fact, you cold, bro.
Sincere Life for Any Music. Sincere Life spelled regular. No funny spellings. No rapper spellings. SINCERELIFE. That's the Instagram for that. It's YouTube music on that. Spotify, iTunes, albums of music. Nobody Cares podcast. Appreciate you, man, for having me on here. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for joining the program. We also had Sheena that was on the line. She did have to go, but please to also turn into her program that she has here also on Radio 22 called Who's Next on Radio 22. You can reach her out on her Instagram as well. We have that listed, Miss Sheena 608. You can please reach out to her as well. She's looking for all y'all artists out there. Drop some of your music. She's showcasing local and talent all the time. People on the underground circuit, people who just ready to blow. She's wanting your music. So stop hogging all your music and send some of it out. So that's what's up. Other than that, y'all, we appreciate you, everybody that wrote comments in the comment line. We appreciate you guys for tuning in this year. Y'all made it amazing here. My first year trying to do this podcast. I appreciate all you guys that tuned in. This your boy Mizzle to the Jizzle. You've been listening to Radio 22's Talk 22. Till next time, y'all, happy holidays. Peace.